A recent mental trap I've been falling to is imagining the worst possible scenario happening to me. It does that sometimes when I feel like it takes a mental stress on me, so what I come up with is just imagine, well, that couldn't possibly happen, that's least likely. And it's just, I think like in terms of 2020, I had previously thought that this year was gonna be a waste because I might not be able to fit much of to fit much of my time into creating YouTube videos because I already got some obligations to do, like my podcast with Shadow Wolf, my ex, and let's see, I'm finishing up a story and finish like a fanfic, and I believe like my TAFE, my online college that I'm gonna graduate this year, so I'm just trying to catch up on my assessments. And I think what I just told myself recently, like in an hour or so, it's just like those three things they're not gonna take up my entire year. It's just gonna take up at most 8 months, and I'm sure that if they try to take up any longer, I would immediately finish it before December. So it's not all that bad. And even if I don't have all that much time to focus on YouTube, I can just use my Fridays, which is my day of rest from the week, and just devote it single-handedly to that. Not all of my Fridays, but just like maybe like 3 out of 4 Fridays for my YouTube videos. And then on the fourth Friday of the month, I can just rest and just enjoy myself. It's kind of weird, like, why I freak out so much. I think maybe it's because from the initial podcast that I'm going to be doing with Shadow Wolf, I discovered how to not panic, and I think that's going to be a useful mental skill as I grow and mature in the 2020s. Because, man, my country, Australia, where I was born, it's burning right now, and my grandparents live in Iguinane in Sydney, so I hope they don't die because of the fires, smoking up the air. And I hope that I would be able to keep myself accountable for where I, want to follow, where my God wants to lead me. But, my God is a God of love, so I don't want to get myself stuck in another trap. Oh, I need to be good enough, otherwise people won't find me valuable. Yeah, that's kind of like a disgusting mental trap, because I shouldn't need to be, like, people should love me for who I am, not as someone else. Just, yeah, I think this all comes from not enjoying the moment, not enjoying the present. As I heard Alan Watts once say, like, why spend all your time working for the future? When you get to the future, you just worry about, oh, what's tomorrow? And even when time ends, you just keep thinking about other people's future, instead of thinking about your present. I'm probably paraphrasing here, but that's what I remember. And I think I should enjoy more of that. That's what I made my Fridays a rest day for, is to enjoy myself and not be distracted by YouTube. Which is another thing I need to get over the trap. It's YouTube just soaking up all my time. Yep, I think ultimately it just comes from loving myself and feeling at peace and not being anxious. That's what I just want to get out of my head before I forget. Because I just want to look back at these vlogs and think, Wow, you you were so worried about this at the time, but then in the future, well, I don't know. Maybe I should try thinking more positively about the future. Even though at the present things could be better for me. I think this is just because of my self-discipline. Okay, gonna go now. Gonna get some sleep.